Hi, babies. Hi. Hi there. Hi, cuties. Hi, cutie patooties. How are you? How you doing? What's up? Hi. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. These are timeless, so whenever you find it, it is the right time, babies, okay? It's the right time. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. All right. So the song I got on shuffle here is Loving You by Cannons. Here it goes. Here it goes. Waiting for the night to come, 'cause I've been hiding from the sun. Ah. Every time I hear the wind, yeah, I can feel it rolling in. Tell me what you want to do, 'cause I've been thinking me and you could. Won't you say what's on your mind, 'cause I've been running out of time. When the day is gone and the lights are gone, there's something in the air. Can you hear the voices calling? I was made for loving you. Don't be scared, we're only falling. I love the way the bodies move. Our bodies move, my bad. I was made for loving you. My heart is beating like a drum and my head is numb. We're getting lost in the rhythm of the rattle and the hum. And when the day breaks, however long it takes, we can leave our heartaches behind. Can you hear the voices calling? I was made for loving you. Don't be scared, we're only falling. I love the way our bodies move. And then it's like, I can't whistle that good. So what I'm getting here, for one, like my intent with this message was to do like an abundance mindset message. So how you can get more abundant mindset is being like, don't be scared, we're only falling. I love the way our bodies move. So maybe romanticizing what you're trying to manifest, huh? Maybe try doing that, babes. What do you think about that? And we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot, okay? And that's telling me of good, brand new, freaking abundant material at that. A material abundant opportunity is coming in fast with that Chariot. And see how on the Chariot we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wands. That's you know, like 1111, you know, so it's like that wish fulfillment. So that's coming in. Ooh, and seeing how the dude is like dressed in yellow, and that's telling me confidence. So, and especially with the orange on the card as well in the background. The Chariot is also associated with vehicles and stuff. So recognizing, what we got here, recognizing, oh yeah, so we have the 10 of Cups here, and that's like being happy now, being happy in the present, and, you know, being in love with the present. So, you know, something you could do, like what I do, and I've noticed other people doing this, is like flaunting what you got now, or like enjoying what you have now. So you have like a classic car or something, or you have a really just nice truck that you keep up and you drive, you know, from time to time. You know, mine would be like my motorcycle. I feel good when I'm on it. I'm like confident, I'm feeling good. Or I'm a perfume head, you know, so I don't know, I don't even know if that's the right term, but I really like perfume, and I have like a ton of it, and I'm like very specific. I only wear it for like, I have certain ones for certain seasons, that type of thing. And so, you know, I have certain ones that I wear when I'm just really trying to feel abundant and good and like rich, if you will. So flaunting what you have now, whatever you're like, you're happy with now, even if that's just like taking a shower and smelling good and just feeling good, you know, combing your hair, like looking presentable, that can, you know, that's like self-care and self-love. And also like, you know how it says, I was made for loving you. You're made for loving you. You're made for loving yourself, and that's like taking care of yourself. How would you treat somebody that you like really want to give a ton of love to? Like you would want them to take care of themselves. You would want to pamper them. All of these things. So why aren't you doing that to yourself? And in turn, like feeling that love and affection for, you know, abundance and money too. Like daydreaming always helps, you know, and just feeling really happy into that energy of like, oh, like, hey, oh, like just feeling that like good feeling associated with that. And I have my little romance deck, so let's pull a card on that. The other song that I got on shuffle is You're Still the One by Shania Twain. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Oh, okay, so there's like some weird bitch, like some wispy weird bitch in the corner of this card. That's like your thoughts, the enemy, your like maybe old ancestral patterns that have been like put on you to cause limiting beliefs and like lack mindset. So catching those, like, you know, there's some weird wispy bitch hanging around you, like saying like, oh, you should stress about money, you should worry about money. And we also have the Emperor card here. And so interesting. Damn, check it out. The Emperor and the Chariot. Well, I'll put it this way because that'd make more sense, because Emperor's number 4 and the Chariot's 7. See how there's 2 white and black horses there, and then they morph into Pegasus. So the Emperor in reverse can be like really controlling, but like with really no like plan. They're like not an actual good leader or like willing to take responsibility, but they're like super controlling. So how are you trying to control like the way money comes, the way abundance comes for you? That you might just have this like really specific oh, well, money needs to come like this way, abundance needs to look like this to me, when that mentality needs to be shifted. And as soon as you do, you know, these horses are going to turn into Pegasus, and you're going to have control over the Chariot, and they're going to take you somewhere. They're going to fly you a whole new world. You're going to go see a whole new world as soon as you let go of like this freaking controlling, like I'll keep my horses tied up and never let them run. I don't let them eat, you know, that type of thing. Like never letting them go out and getting like allowing the universe to work in its magical, mystical way. Damn it. You gotta give them gotta give it something. Gotta give God something. Your spirit team, whatever you believe in, you gotta give them some breathing room. Because if you're just expecting in this one certain way, you're gonna be disappointed over and over again, because it's not happening exactly how you wanted it, and you're putting so much energy into just how, oh, this needs to be exactly like this, or like you have this limited view on what abundance is, so it's like keeping you in this box, and you're not getting to experience all of that abundance. Sick. And we've got 3 of Wands. So like, yeah, you can still plan and like have this like, oh, it'd be so awesome if this. Maybe that's like buying something, like a little, like say you're trying to manifest a car or something, or yeah, that just came to mind. So you would buy like, oh, I'm gonna put this air freshener in it. I don't know. Well, you know, something funny like that. Like, you don't have the vehicle yet, but you're gonna go ahead and buy what you plan to put in it, you know? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, okay, so with this picture here, the chick is like into cross stitch or some shit, and the dude is like putting a ring on her finger. So like, you know, I'm seeing this as like somebody waiting for a ring to put on their finger, and she was like staying busy, but with like doing something, you know, doing her busy work, her little cross stitching shit, you know, whatever the hell it looks like to me anyway. Yeah, it's gotta be that. I don't know. What do they do to make lace crochet or some shit? I don't know. She was doing something to stay busy. So while you're waiting for these manifestations, and that would probably be this like happiness, like what you have right now. Like, go flaunt, like, I don't know, you have a favorite pair of jeans and they make your ass look like super good. Like, go flaunt that. That's abundance. Damn, I got a fat ass. Like, you know, whatever it is, you know. But that's just an example. Or like, you have like your favorite boots that are like out of this like, or you know, this weird leather that's hard to find, or something you inherited from a family member that's like really antique and like rare, like, you know, a watch or something from your grandpa. Go wear that and feel abundant in that and recognize and be like, damn, this is badass. That's abundance. You already have that shit. You already have abundance. Recognizing it, the more you water it, the more it grows, the more you amplify it. So whatever you pay attention to, it grows, it amplifies. So, and you know, staying busy with your like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I've got this like cross stitch shit, I've got these skills, my ability to manifest things right now. So sometimes that's like reminding yourself that you are you know, a great manifester. That's like you're driving, and you like happen to be okay, so say one morning you just happen to think about like, oh, I see a red Honda, or you think about a red Honda or something, and then you start seeing them everywhere. You're like, red Hondas everywhere, like what is happening? You're manifesting that. You're manifesting a ton of things. So start with that. Go ahead and do that, because you have no like weird emotional attachments to that. And that proves to you that you're a good manifester. You're like, hell yeah, I can do that. I can bring this to the physical world. I can bring that. Then that gives you the confidence, because we have, you know, with this yellow and orange, that's like confidence in both of these cards. You have that confidence in yourself of like your own powers, and just being like, yeah, I'm really good at this. And catch yourself. So one thing that helps me, and you know, may help you, whatever, when I notice I get like those really anxious thoughts, and then I start like getting into this like weird mentality, I catch it. For one, you gotta like feel it to like the whole bandwidth of it, like whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, all of that, you gotta feel it. And then you're like, okay, like I tell myself, like, this isn't me, this needs to get the fuck out right now. So I imagine it as like, I see it in my mind's eye, and you know, feel it like getting pulled out of my body, like this gross, like sticky sometimes it looks like this like weird mucus monster like being pulled out of me, out of my, and like it's like getting pulled completely out of me, and I throw it over, like away from me, and it leaves my protective energetic shield, and it like, you know, disappears, like it goes into like this white dust, like that, you know, it resembles pure source to me, or the stars. And so it like transmutes and changes into that. And, you know, I'm able to feel that leave my body, that those thoughts, those limiting beliefs, the stress, and I'm able to give that away and then go back into like, and I immediately go into gratitude of like, okay, what am I grateful right now? And so that might help with, you know, because if you're doing the work, and if you've been following my channel, I know you're doing the work. So you're able to catch yourself when you're in these like stressful energies of like needing to control your money, or you get into this like stressful state like, oh, I can't do this until I have this money, or do this, or I have this, I can't start that until, you know, all these excuses. And that's like this anxiety. So whenever you're in those thoughts, like be like, wait a second, that is not me. Fuck off, get out of me, and see it leaving you. And then immediately go into gratitude and, you know, maybe challenging yourself, because we have the 8 of Wands here. That's like quickness, fast, challenging yourself to like go do something to like prove that you've overcame that, if you will. Like say you're like, oh, I can't go to get coffee with my friend because I shouldn't be spending money. Homie, like, just go get the damn coffee. Because, and then fully sit and be present with your friend and enjoy it, feel rich, feel abundant, because good connections and just that your ability to go drink that damn coffee is abundance. And by juicing that up, celebrating that, I'm also seeing, for some reason, I'm seeing this 3 of Wands as like celebration, as like a firework or something, which I never do, but I'm seeing it that way this time. It's like letting your lower chakras, so like since we've got orange and yellow, that's sacral and solar plexus, letting those like blow up into like a firework, a fire, and, you know, spark your creativity. And being like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm having such a good time. I'm so blessed. I get to see my friend. I get to drink this coffee and be like, oh, this coffee tastes so good. Thank you. Thank you, friend, for talking to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get into that really intense gratitude. And it's like, say if you like physically like can't, say you're in that, you just overcame that stress energy of like, you let it go, you saw it release from yourself. Plan something to like overcome that, or like daydream and just get into that gratitude. Anything else on that romanticizing? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. You're meant to have this lifetime. You're meant to have abundance this lifetime. It is rightfully yours, and you get to keep it this time. If, you know, whatever you need to do to like feel like $1,000,000, sometimes that's just dressing nice, taking a shower, brushing your hair, wearing your favorite hat, weird little things like that, like wearing your grandmother's brooch. I don't know. You know, if you have like a classic car or something like that, like anything. It could be just something simple, antique that you inherited. Use it, wear it, whatever you need to feel and enjoy like these wonderful things that you have. Like if you have a really nice painting in your house and you're like, go look at it and be like, damn, I'm abundant. I forget this thing exists here because I see it every day. Why have I not, realized that? I'm abundant. I have my so-and-so painted this for me, and I'm hella abundant. Why have I not seen this? Like, remind yourself, like, those little things, that's abundance. You already are abundant. You just have to recognize it, and the more you recognize it, the more you juice it up. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yes, so that's like healing these ancestral patterns of like, oh, we're always in lack, blah, 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 that kind of bullshit. Witnessing your parents or whatever stress about money, so now that's how you stress about money, or you have experienced moments where you did lose it all, and you have this like fear of going back to where like you completely, with this Emperor in reverse, like control everything to where you're like I knew this lady who was so extreme. You know, there's nothing wrong with this, but it was just obvious she fell out of control with her life in other places. So this is how she controlled her life, was through finances. Is she like only allowed herself a certain amount of money to buy underwear like every other year. And I'm like, damn, dude, like what if something happens like to your underwear, like to where like you gotta go buy some, like you know, look, all I'm saying is like we may have all been there where we like shit our pants, you know, just sometimes you on a road trip, you doing something, you ate some weird food truck stuff, you know, truck stop roller dogs, and that shit hits bottom real quick and you shit your pants. I don't know. Like, but recognizing where you're like over controlling what you're trying to manifest, you know, I'm just using money as an example, whatever you want, to where like you're putting this extreme control over it to where you're not giving the universe any room to, you know, you're not giving any space to allow miracles to happen. And that might just be like family stuff. Of course it always is. It always is. It's always inherited, you know, past life shit. Ancestral. You're doing it. You're undoing all this shit. You're doing a great job. You're doing a really great job. I'm proud of you. Keep going. It's just annoying. You're like, can you like not fuck me up, family? Like, can you just not? Like, can I? But also remind yourself, like, you inherit everything from your ancestors, so that's the strengths of them. So try to tap into that. You are destined for greatness. You are meant for this. Especially with that Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot card, you are meant for greatness. You are meant to grasp this in this lifetime, and it's coming in fast and heavy. You just got to take a hold of the reins. You know, when these opportunities come and knocking, you better be opening the damn door. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, am I being very controlling when it comes to money? Am I being very specific to where I'm not giving the universe any room to breathe? Any room for miracles? Am I just so obsessed with how my bank account looks that, and I stress about it, that it's bringing in more stress, more things to cause me stress? The more you stress, the more things that are going to come in and stress you out. What can you do to catch yourself? This shit's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to get caught in those moments where you're in a little bit of a low vibe. You're sleepy that day. You know, some sad weirdo that's working for the enemy is going to try and, you know, shit on your parade and somehow. But the trick is being able to pull yourself out of those feelings quicker and quicker, and seeing that pattern, that stress, that, you know, you getting that anxiety about money, or you feel insecure about it. You're like, oh, I'd love to ask that girl out, but I don't have enough money. Or I'd really love to go to that concert, but I don't have enough money. You know, and you're like using that as an excuse, and then you get into this, like, you're missing out on life because you don't have it. And you're just like limiting yourself. There's ways around it. You know, go walk the streets. I mean, I'm kidding. There's always hooking, you know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But there's always ways around it. And remind yourself, you've witnessed and experienced amazing magical things that came right out of the fucking blue. That can happen with anything. You just have to check yourself in those stressful, anxious times when, you know, when it comes to money or abundance and stuff like that. There's a way out of it. Magic can happen. miracles can happen. Things can just fall out of the sky for you, as long as you believe and get into a higher vibration and, you know, release these patterns that are within you. So when you're getting all stressy and then you're like, oh, I need to check my bank account. I can't go there. I can't do this. I can't do that. When you start missing out on life because you don't have the money, that's when you see that thing leave you, you know, that gross mucus monster, whatever, that's all sticky and trying to cling to you, and you just pull it away and it, you know, and it leaves this energetic protective field that you have, however that looks. It could be like a light orb, whatever it is. It leaves that part of you, and then it disintegrates, and you feel yourself get higher and lighter and vibrating more. You know, that could just mean like you tingling, or, you know, your body like looking and feeling lighter, or like in your mind's eye you imagine yourself like floating or getting bigger, like more strong. However that help, you know, use what makes you feel the most powerful and most, you know, whatever resonates for you to really feel that you've rose in vibration and fully release that. You have the ability to release these things, these really stuck energetic patterns, just by using your mind and seeing that shit leave you, and, you know, getting into a different vibration as soon as that leaves, by getting it back into gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. And like feeling that, like, wow, that just left my body. Thank you. I am so blessed to have that opportunity to catch that. So even you catching that, say like you get all that stressy energy, you catch it and be like, oh, thank you for showing me that. I'm so glad I caught that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was able to release it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude always wins, baby. You know, it's like having manners with the universe. Thanks, Daddy. You know, thank you, Daddy. You know, thank you. You know, it's always saying thank you and being grateful. I got my like makeup in my eyes, so sorry about that. If you've noticed, I've been blinking a lot. It's like, it was an interesting, fun little time. Okay. Anything else, my babies? For my babies. You don't need it all figured out. The gifted guide. Stars, chaos, opportunity. So, that's going back to that, oh, I need to know exactly how these manifestations are coming in. I need to know how my money is right now. I need to just not go do this thing because I don't have the money, you know, whatever, stressing, like basically missing out on life or whatever because it's not in your hands right now, when you could actually go make it happen and believe in, you know, your ability to create miracles all the time. Be patient, it will come. The sun, manifestation power 1111. What did I say? What did I say earlier? 1111. Look at that. Yeah. You have the ability to manifest anything. You're a powerful being. You are abundant. You are rich, bitch. You are a rich bitch. Go listen to some you know, music that makes you feel abundant, and, you know, it's like, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. You know, whatever you need to say, to feel that, and, you know, remind yourself, yeah, I'm rich. I can manifest anything I want. I can live life. I'm abundant. I have these wonderful things around me. Despite, you know, what my stress is saying right now, I do have a lot to be grateful for right now, and I'm thankful for it. I wasn't always like this, you know. I had to create who I am. The witch, creatrix, lotus flower, free will. You have the free will to be a fucking manifesting master. And you are. You just have to step into that power. Yes. How can they step into that power? What is the biggest block here right now? Home. King of Wands in reverse, insecurities. And guess what? He's super controlling when he's in reverse. two masculine energies. So that is, I'm not saying you have to be in masculine energy, but that's taking action, but being controlling about it. It needs to happen in this way. I need to block this blessing because it needs to happen in this specific way. So I'm gonna block, I guarantee y'all have straight up turned down a manifestation because you thought it needed to come in a different way. So you're like, no, I need to wait on this. Obviously there is times where you do need to turn shit down because it's like a fake thing. It's like a test. But I'm getting also like, there's been times where you've been like so controlling that you turned down like something that was actually meant for you. It could have been something little, like just an experience that would have been super fun. Like, going to a concert, or, going to some like free, I'm trying to think of what the word is. Little like Saturday market, flea market type thing. Like you should have gone just to see what it was about, but you didn't because you're like, oh, I don't have money, whatever. When it could have just been this like great, wonderful event. Like, putting yourself out there in situations to where like you could still experience things. Like it doesn't mean you have to go buy a fucking thing or, whatever. It could just be you get to experience things. Like maybe you've you walked away from a relationship because you were having like insecurities or whatever with this King of Wands in reverse. And that's just, or like a friendship or something because it just didn't feel right, or, whatever. Or, you didn't think, like you almost felt like someone was too above you or something like that. My example would be, I used to, when I worked in the OR, the operating room, when I first started, I like felt like the surgeons were like above me and that I couldn't like be like friendly with them. Like it needed to be like a work environment. I couldn't just be like one-on-one, like become friends with the surgeons because it felt like they were above me. So I turned down a lot of like opportunities. Like I was insecure about that, thinking that they were like, I was like, oh, I don't have enough money. Like I'm in a way different space. And like, I regret not going to go like get drinks with them or like go get coffee or whatever it was, whatever it was supposed to be. I didn't do it because I was like insecure about that hierarchy. Like, oh, they're probably, they're gonna realize like I don't have any money or anything like that, when I should have done it because like I probably would have learned a lot about like just life and had some great experiences, but I didn't because I let like my insecurities control that. We have the 5 of Cups. So like you might be get into because of the insecurity, or you're letting like your depressive state like keep you inside and not taking these chances, or because abundance could literally just be experiences, like meeting somebody and like getting to hang out with them or whatever, going for a drive somewhere like that. You might have like some depression or some sort of like focusing on like losses you've had instead of recognizing that there's many opportunities around you. So like we have the Moon card in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So opening your eyes and letting that get exposed, like, oh, where do I need to be taking steps or like moving towards that's going to give me these amazing experiences, instead of just focusing on like, oh, well, I've lost this, I don't have money right now, like I'm not where I want to be. And I guarantee if you like took a step back and like looked at a different perspective, like a third person view, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It could always be worse. And focus on, I wouldn't say like focus on what could be worse. Just focus on what you have now, what you're proud of, what you're happy with. If you have like a really nice truck, go drive that. Or it's not even your vehicle that you aren't like super proud of, but like polish it up, clean it up, and go for a drive. Be like, yeah, I cleaned this thing, this is nice. Or like I said, just your grandmother's, whatever, those things, go enjoy and be like, yeah, I'm rich, bitch, I'm abundant, like this is cool. Just those type of things. Anything else, babies? Four of Pentacles in reverse, that is telling, you know, when it's upright, that's like, you know, over saving and like holding on to your money. In reverse is like, you know, being willing to be a little more generous. So like it if you're sitting on a fucking dragon hoard and like not sharing with people, you should probably like take a step back and you know, share a little bit with people, even if it's like just a little bit of your savings, like 20 bucks out of your savings, and be happy to give it to somebody. Be like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna buy you a sandwich and some soup. I don't know, random thought, but you know, something of that sort. Your willingness to dip into what your little dragon hoard that you've been sitting on, and that's actually going to juice it up, because you're, as long as it's done out of love, not out of like, oh well, what can I get out of this? Don't go in that way, but you're like, man, I'm abundant, I recognize I'm abundant, I have this little bit of extra cash, even if it's $20, whatever, and giving it to somebody else just out of full love. Be like, you know what, I hope recognizing that you're abundant and you have a lot of money and you have enough to give, you're like, I hope this gift, and you know, the way I see it is like, because I do this sometimes, is I'll juice up what I'm about to give away. I'll be like, man, I really hope this, you know, brings abundance to somebody, and I hope that they get to see how abundant they are once I give them this gift, and like, I hope they get empowered and feel rich and feel amazing when they get this. And then I send it, you know, whether it's like Venmo, PayPal, whatever, or just like some cash, or you know, buying somebody some cash, just in case somebody didn't understand what I was saying, or like buying somebody coffee, or you know, lunch or dinner or whatever. I hope they feel so abundant from me paying for this. Like they deserve to feel abundant and happy, and that people want to give them things. So giving, you know, taking a little coin out of your dragon hoard and giving it to somebody out of love, that's actually going to juice everything up. It's going to help the person become more abundant. And also, you know, what you put out is what you get in. So, I mean, obviously don't go in it thinking like, oh, I'm only doing this to get what's best for me, but just genuinely like, be like, that's you recognizing that's how abundant you are, that whatever you touch and give away is going to make someone else that much more abundant. You have that ability. And that's just gonna be abundance for everybody all the way around, because you know, you're sending that to somebody, or you know, you're taking them out a date, take them out to lunch, take them to the movies, you know, whatever it is, or you're going for a day trip with somebody and you choose to drive, and you're like, yeah, I hope that me like paying for all the gas and all our little snackies that we pick up on the way, I hope they feel abundant by me paying for all of this, and that brings them more abundance, and in turn that'll do it for you, because what goes around comes around. Anything else? Okay, so this Eight of Cups, when you're in this like just lower vibration and you catch yourself stressing, whatever, try your hardest, even if you're under the deepest, darkest waters and you're having a hard time, just look around and whatever, and be like, oh God, is there anything I could be happy or grateful about right now? Because I am feeling it. And just wherever you are, just try to find some sort of northern star, guiding light to get through that. And that could just be prayer, whatever, being grateful that you're heavily protected and guided and loved, your breathing, whatever it needs to be, just something to get you through those darker, weird times. And when you do release those things where you see it leaving your body, those patterns of lack and all of that, there may be some like detox moments after that, where like you're tested by the universe, those like little testing moments where you get like a really let's say what happened to me was I had my insurance on my vehicle, on my truck, went up like a lot, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And like I caught myself. I had to like catch myself and be like, oh, that's when you spin it. So if you get like this, you know, this big bill or something of the sort, and you're like, what the fuck? I thought it was abundant. That's literal proof that you are, and it's that last test of like, how you gonna handle this situation, huh? You gonna let this go for real or what? How are you gonna spin this? Oh yeah, you are abundant. Use it as proof of like, damn, hell yeah, my insurance went up. Perfect. That means I'm getting more money. I have more money. I can afford it. Thank you. Yes, universe. Thank you. Switch it up, babies. Switch it up. Let me see your grill. Keep on smiling. I don't know. I feel like that's the energy. That's it. I also need to go to bed. I love you so much, babies. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, and have the sweetest little dreams and feel your little angel kisses right as you wake up. I love you, babies. Have a wonderful day.